specifies about micro and macro, so you also can zoom out quite a bit and have a good view over what's happening in your empire.
Is that even as far
times.
as you can go?
Yes, in this case,
okay,
because it's a smaller monitor.
Oh, right. You wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, indeed. All right.
I like how Adam's taking over there. He's like, hey, no, Bert, is this what we're
Not that I'm nudging him or anything.
I think the thing that's super crazy about this is, like, when you look at this, how old is this? Like,
20 years.
It's crazy. It feels like an institution. Like it's Age of Empires, everybody knows about it at the very least.
And it looks stunning. It's 4K and it looks stunning. Sorry, I'm getting goosebumps.
That's okay.
That's okay. We always want to capture, people, when they remember old games in their head, they have a very different vision of what they actually looked like. But with Age of Empires, it's a game that so many people love that we really wanted to make it something that, in their mind, they're like, oh my God, this looks even better than what I remember, And I think the team's been just done a fantastic job.
Yeah. And that must be quite hard, right? So people have got their rose-colored glasses on. They want to remember the experience, maybe, rather than the necessary details. And to bring that into the modern age and give everyone the experience they want, that must be quite a challenge for you.
Oh, yeah. It's all of the stuff we're going to show and all the stuff we're going to talk about. The great thing is that all of it's toggleable. Like the graphics are the graphics. We're not going to there's not old school mode where you can bit everything up, but all of the improvements and everything that we've done to the game, because there's been a lot of modernization in the last 20 years in real-time strategy games, all of it's optional. So if people are super old school and they want to play 1999 AI and all of the old ways to play the game, keyboard shortcuts, it's all there.
That's amazing.
But we should let Bert show those.
Yeah, let's let you play.
I know Adam's super, we're all so passionate.
Oh my God, I can talk about this forever.
So one of the things that we really try to improve is give people that overview while they're playing. Sorry, I misclicked here. As you can see here at the top right, you can see a global queue. So you can see anywhere where you are on the map, you can see, okay, my castle is making Keshiks, my stables are creating stables. You can quickly, jump around wherever you are, from wherever you are. There's no need to go through everything anymore. If you click on the stable as well, you can see the little progress bar to see how far along it is, just to help people, get that overview.
Is that quite a new feature?
It's a new feature. Yeah. It's things that you see in a lot of RTS games, but then you realize, oh, this has never been in Age of Empires 2. So let's add it. We need it.
And those quality of life things make such a big difference, don't they?
Yeah, and that was the stuff that he was alluding to, that if people want to play the classic way, they can, right? Yeah. But we want to make it better. You definitely are looking to make it better for new players, especially who are new to the franchise.
Yeah, and speaking of new players, one of the things that we're adding is there's a tutorial campaign in the game, but on top of that, we're really inspired by fighting games and making it a really good way that new people could get into the game and learn about what's great about RTS and Age of Empires. So we now have a series of challenge missions that teach you everything from hey, here's how to get a boar back to your town center without killing all of your villagers, to hey, here's how to fast castle, right? Which is a medium to high. When you're becoming a better player, it's things that you want to learn to actually really understand Age of Empires. And they're all applicable to actually playing multiplayer and the campaigns.
Got it. And then at the very end of it, do you fight Bert as an AI and then Viper?
It's going to be Bert or it's going to be Will on our team. It's going to be one of the two, because those two, or I don't know, the Viper. I mean, there's tons.
Well, it's good that you mentioned the AI, because we actually put a lot of work and effort in the AI, and the AI is so much better now. If you only played back in 1999, the AI was, first of all, it cheated. It wasn't all that good.
It cheated.
I knew it.
Yeah. But ever since AG came out, and now definitely with DE, we improved the AI so much. If you just put one of the new AIs against 7 of the old AIs, it just wipes the floor with it.
Wow.
Oh man.
And think of it, the new AI is not cheating, right?
Yeah.
The old AIs are cheating like crazy, and the new one can still beat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doubling down on that really hard, so now I'm a bit suspicious. I still won't believe it. If they beat me, they're cheating either way.
I lost, therefore it's cheating. Yeah, forget it.
Well, the really nice thing about the AI there is that it now uses tactics that professional players actually use in tournaments.
No, stop it. Take it back. I don't want it.
Well, the good thing is you can still put the lower level in there if you want. So you can have a relaxing game, build your town, try to be the enemy, that's fine.
Or go against the world's best players if you want to as well.
If you want to, it's there. If you want to, it's there.
Yep. They have the Roby one that you can select for beginner level.
So wood tier,
We'll just call it Roby instead of easy AI.
Well, it's below easy. It's easy, very easy.
It's just there's no AI. It's just you and the map. I don't know. They didn't show up.
Okay, Bert, what are we seeing now, man?
All right, so it's really is all about making it a tiny bit easier. So one of the things that people always have when playing Age of Empires is that finding that balance between managing your empire economy on one hand and then fighting on the other hand. And one thing that happens to everybody is their farms expire while they're out fighting.
Oh, I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we have an automatic farm queue. You just click it, you go out for fighting, and your villagers will be like, okay, I have enough resources to keep on farming, I will keep on farming. And you don't have to bother about it ever.
I think the thing is like there are people who are watching right now who are like, wow, that seems like kind of like normal. But then like for those of us who have been playing Age, you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Actually, another little improvement that's in every modern RTS game, but not in Age of Empires, is command queues. So basically, we're now going to tell these guys, build 2 stables and then go and get some gold.
Wow.
Wow.
So less babysitting for villagers and more action.
Yeah, more getting into the play, right?
Yeah,
getting into the fun, having fun, fighting, you know. You're like, my economy's good. I don't need to worry about this
You just
anymore.
showed something that I remember you were very, very
Oh,
keen on.
yes. No, so, yeah, I'm an old school, I'm an old school RTS guy. I worked on the Command & Conquer games at Westwood Studios back in the day, and one of the things I loved that we put into the later Command & Conquer games was right-click drag scrolling, so that you could scroll without actually having to use the keys.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can kind of accelerate it on the map now. It's one of those things that I actually demanded. Like, I have very few demands on the teams, but I was like, you will put this in. Like, you will put this into the game. I am tired of using arrow keys and moving my hands around while I'm playing.
So we need to see some of that famous Burt micro. So we're going to see that? Are we going to see some conflict? Because, I mean, we want to amp this segment up to 11.
All right.
Well, let's go
do
fight
that.
something.
All right. All right. I'm going to select my army here. Actually, a little other update. I'm now selecting my army, my picks, my villagers, but the game is now smart enough to see like, oh, you don't want to take your picks to the fight.
Oh, that's huge.
That's one of those little things to
Save
make it a bit easier.
But again, if people want to take their pigs to the fight, they can do that too.
They can still do
Don't
it.
give them ideas.
Yeah, I know. They really want to play that way.
Hey, you left Wololo down there.
Yeah, he slows everything
Oh,
down.
yeah.
So he's
He's
really
slow.
kind of slow.
By the way, I heard, Adam, they used your voice for the Wololos. You want to pull that out?
Oh, I did not.
Okay.
They did not use my voice for the Wolo, but I can do one if you want me to.
Please do.
You want me to do that right now?
Yeah, while we're fighting.
Wololo.
Oh, so good, so good.
All right. On attack here, there's a catapult in the back, so I need to get to that as soon as possible. But one thing that we really try to keep in Age of Empires is the fighting. Everybody just loves the fighting. It's the same good old rock, paper, scissors system. We updated the balance a tiny bit, of course, and we have the new Siths with new abilities, but other than that, it's good old Age of Empires.
Oh, man.
It's
This
quite
looks
fun
so
just watching
good.
the mess, isn't it? Like, it's like, okay, that guy's dead. No, he's not dead. Okay, great.
Okay. Well, anyway, Burt, Adam, I want to say thank you so much. If you'd like to build...